Hopefully I'm live, though it looks like no one can see me. Can anybody see me? I don't know if anyone can see me. Okay, you can see me. We're testing the chat out. Ooh, how's my microphone? Okay, and it looks like my chat is working. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Moonfall Plays channel. I'm Cass. I am excited to be back after a good long break from streaming. I am excited to be back. One thing I'm going to be doing that I'm going to be streaming throughout the next few weeks and months is going to be shiny decks. I decided that I want to have living decks for my Pokemon, but specifically I wanted shiny forms. So for those who don't know, shiny or living decks is having an existing box of Pokemon of one of each form. So instead of having with the standard decks where it's like, okay, you evolve up the Pokemon, it registers them in your Pokedex, but you may have only caught one of them. But for a living dex, you have one of each form, which means, for example, for a 3-stage Pokemon, you have to catch 3 of them. So I'm going to be working to build a living dex specifically of shinies. Right now I have over 500. I'm working on putting through that list, but today I wanted to work on getting some new ones that I haven't gotten. So for those who are joining, thank you so much for watching. Right now we're going to be starting out with Torkoal. So I did get us to a Torkoal outbreak. So we're going to be heading over to that, and then we're going to start bringing it down. Okay. For those who are watching, how is the audio for both me and for the background music? I'll give it a moment for people's responses to come through. Not in my chat? The Woo Shinies?
I said that didn't show up on screen.
It's on my screen.
Oh, it is now.
Okay. There is a little bit of a delay for security. So, I believe there's like a 20-second delay for YouTube. Matt, well, how is the audio and music sounding? Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? I'm using a different microphone than usual, so I wanted to see how it was. Okay, audio is good, excellent. Then let's go ahead and let's get started on Torkoal. Where are you going? I pointed you in that direction. Where are you going? Breloom did not want to go towards Torkoal, apparently. I also only see the one Torkoal. Are they down in the pit? Ah, they're down in the pit. So I'm currently working on the living decks, like I said. I am allowing myself to do it from any game that is legal as a mainline game, and that is transferable to home. So unfortunately, Pokemon Sleep does not count, even though I've gotten some nice shinies there. Pokemon Sleep does not count. It is only going to count those that are able to be transferred to home. So that will include, over the next few weeks, me hunting in Scarlet and Violet, once I actually finish getting the shiny charm in Violet. And then it's going to include Sword and Shield. It will include Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as Let's Go Pikachu and Legends Arceus. Perfect. I have my sandwich list. And the Reveroom is attacking. Reveroom, I don't want you. Or Riveroom, I don't want you. I have far too many shiny Varooms. I was attempting to hunt one. I was attempting to hunt a Varoom with a shiny Varoom with a mark, and unfortunately I got a little too many shiny Varoom. And when I say too many, I do mean... where's my shiny Varoom folder? I have too many Varooms to find it. Where did they go? There they are. My shiny Varooms. So I have a lot of shiny Varooms. I was looking for 2 with a mark. I got 1 with a mark, and it wasn't the mark I was looking for, of course. But I did get 1 with the marks, at least. So yeah, I have far too many Varooms, so that is not a shiny that I need, so it can go away. Yes, and I see Sarah's here, and the illicit relationship between a turtle and a car engine is always our least favorite, right? Or maybe our favorite, I don't know. One goes slow, one goes fast. So today the plan is I'm going for a couple different shinies based on the outbreaks that I have today. So obviously the first one I'm starting with is Torkoal, because I don't have any shiny Torkoals. Then after that, once we hopefully get the Torkoal, my goal is to then start working on, I have 2 more. I have Solosis and I have Horsey. So those are both ones that I need. I have 1 of them each, but I do need 2 more for each of them. So those are on the list, and I do have outbreaks right next to each other, so it'll be perfect. And yes, least favorite pairing is anything that results in more mimes. Yeah, I also feel that one completely. So I do see what shiny am I most excited to hunt for? In Scarlet, I'm most excited. I'm trying to think. In Scarlet, well, in general, I'm excited to do some more Dynamax adventures. It's been a little while since I've done them. So in general, I really want to get a shiny Solgaleo and a shiny Lunala. Those are on my list of ones I really want. So both of those are ones that I would love to shiny hunt in Sword and Shield. In Scarlet and Violet, what? I'm trying to think. Let's see. I've gone for a lot of my favorites already. All the shinies, yeah. The truth is all the shinies I'm excited for, but I will say the one I'm least looking forward to, because it's one that I have done a lot of work on already, is Meteor. I have done far too many outbreaks already trying to find that. For those who don't know Meteor, you don't know what the form is or what color it is until it is halfway through its health. But unfortunately, when it comes to shiny hunting it, you can't see it from the outside. So in that one thing, like I said, you can't see the form before you've gotten into battle with it. It makes it very hard to shiny hunt, because you can't actually see if it's shiny without getting into battle with it. So you can do the auto battles, and that will help you locate it. But you still have to This makes it a lot harder because once you get the 60 that you usually get for where you just run around and look, you can't really do that. And I don't know, I didn't hear the pop-up on my side, but I saw it, but I didn't hear it. But I thank you so much, Daniel, for subscribing. I appreciate it. And thank you for joining. I am glad that we have people here today. That's it. Shiny Garchomp. So I will say that's not one I have to hunt at this point because I already do have it. So I am safe from having to shiny hunt it. There's a couple of shinies in here that, similar to Garchomp, are very, very difficult to tell. Charcadet's one of them. I was recently hunting Charcadet. I was able to get one of them, but the only thing that's different with shiny Charcadet is the eye color, and it's very difficult to see. So I got one, but I'm going to need to get 2 more. So that is one that I am on the lookout for, but that one's really the easiest and best way to hunt that one is in an outbreak, because at least it's a little bit easier to get them to spawn. Okay, come on, where are you? I know I didn't kill them all. Where are they? Oh, there they are. I realized I probably should look up what the shiny looks like. Okay, that is what the shiny looked like. I had to double check because I forgot what the shiny looked like there for a moment. Okay. So in Sword and Shield, in order to get the shiny chance to increase, you do have to, or at least specifically in Outbreaks, you do have to knock them down, knock out 60 of them, so knock them down through the first 60. Once the first 60 have been knocked out, it does increase the odds of a shiny appearing. So that's what I'm currently doing. Before I make the sandwich, I am just trying to knock out the 60. But they're not spawning as quickly as I would like them to, which is a little concerning. So for those who are in the chat, what is your favorite shiny? I'd love to hear. Okay. I just see in the chat what game that I haven't shiny hunted in before that I'm excited to. So I have never actively shiny hunted in BDSP before. I will say that is where I got my first full odd shiny, which was really exciting. I did get a shiny Crobat in that game, which was, or Golbat at the time, a shiny Golbat, which is now shiny Crobat. So that was my first full odd shiny. But in regards to actually hunting them, I have never done radar hunting. So I am very excited to see how it goes and how to do it. I've tried doing shiny hunting in Let's Go Pikachu before, or Let's Go Eevee. Let's Go Eevee, whoops. But I haven't been super successful with it, so we will definitely see if I have better luck in this game, in this go. I see Volcarona is a nice yellow color. Yeah, Volcarona is beautiful. That is one that I do need to hunt, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Starting to go down, so that's the first 30. Articuno is a nice shiny. Articuno is beautiful. So I'm a big fan of the Galarian forms shinies for all 3 of the birds. Hello, Ari. I'm a big fan of all 3 of the birds shinies from the Galarian form because I love that they took their colors and made it made it the original colors. So for all of them, they made it so that the shiny versions of them are their original versions colors, which I think is really cool. And shiny Crobat. I love shiny Crobat. I was very excited when I got the Golbat and then was able to make it my Crobat friend. Ari, stop chewing on cords, please. Thank you. But yeah, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is hit or miss. I had some that popped instantly and others just never showed. Yeah, it's definitely tough. The chain hunting can be difficult, especially if like you're trying to go for something specific and you can't get the chains, and then it gets very frustrating. So you really have to get lucky with the chains and what you're hunting for, and really just have to be persistent, which is definitely the downside of it. So I'm looking forward to trying for that one, but I'm a little bit nervous for the length of time it's probably going to take for some of them. Luckily, I don't have a lot left of the original 151 when it comes to the shinies. A lot of them I have gotten through either other games, so this one especially, this one has a lot of them. So I've gotten them through here, as well as through Pokemon Go, because I am counting Pokemon Go since they can legally be transferred to home. So, luckily, I don't have too many of the OG on it. Is it just me, or did I scare all these Torkoal away? Because they are not spawning. This is a very disappointing outbreak. And I do see the request to put Ari on. Ari is over sniffing around the closet right now, so if she comes back up on my lap, I'll give Ari a spotlight in the stream, since we know how my cats love their Lucky Beans. Yeah, it is nice that the original 151 have been in so many games. I really do appreciate that they've made them so available. So especially because right now there's not really a lot of ways, like besides Let's Go Pikachu, but some of the older games, it's very difficult to get some of the Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu has definitely been one of the few that, or Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has been one of the few that's been lets us be able to shiny hunt older gens. I really do hope that they add some of the older games into the Nintendo Switch subscription, because that would be really nice. I love all the old games that they put out there, so I'm really hoping that they'll put Pokemon out there, some of the original Pokemon games, and it would be really extra nice if they made them home compatible, because right now there's no way of getting some of the games, some of the Pokemon. When Matt and I went through, Matt was very, very helpful, and he sat down, we sat down and he made a spreadsheet of all of the Pokemon and all the forms. We went through all of my boxes, and we were able to check off which ones I had, which ones were in which games, move them to home. We organized my boxes, so we have a full spreadsheet now of all of my Pokemon that I have, which ones I need. For the living decks, I am doing a couple different things. I am most likely not going to be doing gender differences. Most gender differences are not big enough to matter, so I didn't think it was really important for most of them. There's a couple that I'm considering because they do have like a pretty strong dimorphism. Some of them include the like for the Litleo line, the Hippowdon line. So those I'm considering. I haven't decided at this point if I'm going to be doing them, but gender differences like Garchomp, Gyarados, things that are very small, I'm not going to be doing. I'm going to be doing both forms. I will be doing regional forms. So, for example, the Slowpoke line, I have all the Slowpokes that are the original Cantonian, as well as the Galarian forms. And then the one thing that is going to depend on the Pokemon, so it's going to be case-by-case basis, is going to be alternate design forms. So, for example, the Vivillon line, I'm not sure at this point if I'm going to be hunting every form. There are a lot of them. There are ways to hunt them in this game, but That's going to be kind of a do as I go, kind of do it as I go, but not actively pursuing it as much. So it's really going to be case by case. I do have all the different Alcremie forms. Oop, and there's Ari. So I'll pause for a second, and we'll say Ari, say hello. Say hello, Ari. Say hi. You want to say hi? She's like, unhand me, human. Oh. Do you want to give me some lucky beans? Yeah? Okay, goodbye. You got on my lap. That's your fault. Yeah, Vasculegion is very different, so I'm most likely going to be doing the different forms of Vasculegion. I already have a shiny white stripe, which definitely is one of the harder ones to get, so I'm very glad that I was able to get that one. I did get it through Go, but for the most part, and yeah, well, Basculin, I got the white stripe at Basculin, and I will be trying to get all three forms of Basculin. Vasculegion, you are correct, is very different color-wise for male and female, so that one, it's in consideration. But for the most part, I'm at this point not going to be going for most ones that have gender differences. And yeah, as Matt said, the Furfrows are in there as ha 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 ha. Hi, yes. Okay, yes, hello. The Furfrows are just laughing because right now the only way to get Furfrou in all the forms is Pokemon Go, and it's very difficult to get a shiny one. So getting a shiny one's lucky enough, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm hoping that Legends ZA is going to make it easier to hunt Furfrou, and I hope that in Legends ZA they're going to make it so that the forms aren't region locked, or that and that you can transfer them to home in their form, because that's the big thing with Furfrou that most people don't realize, and one of the reasons why Furfrou in forms is a lot rarer to see. So in the original game, in original games where Furfrou was able to be moved around, when you transferred Furfrou to when you transferred Furfrou to home, it lost its haircut. So it no longer had the style, it would revert to its original form. So that made it so that it was impossible to move it over with a design. With Go will allow you to transfer Furfrou to home in its form and retain its haircut. But because everything is region locked, it is very difficult to get some forms. So the only way to get shiny Furfrou in any of its haircuts is specifically from Go. So you would need to get a shiny Furfrou and get multiple shiny Furfrous, and then you would need to travel to the locations that to get the region locked ones. So yeah, it's not the easiest to get. Yeah. So, and I see Sarah saying, if only someone had a shiny Poodle. Yeah. And luckily. Unluckily for me, luckily for other people, so I know some of my friends did get shiny Furfrou during New York's Go Fest. Matt was also able to get a shiny Poodle during Go Fest, which I am a little salty about because I wanted one. But I'm hoping that this weekend I will maybe have a chance to get one, since the Global Go Fest is happening this weekend. And I do see the next question is, do Meteors have different shiny cores? So Meteor actually is interesting because Meteor has so many different forms normally, right? Every core is every Meteor can have a different color core. So there's a number of cores, a number of colors, and you don't know what color it is. All right, please leave my cord alone. You don't know what color it is until you are fighting them. However, shiny Meteor only has one color. So it doesn't matter what color core it is, every shiny Meteor looks the same. They're really cool looking though. If you've never seen one, I don't have one so I can't show it to you, but they're black with all different color, almost looks like confetti spots. So it's very cool looking, but it's very difficult to get. And yeah, I agree, that was a really good question. Spinda's another one that is ha 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 no, because there are so many Spindas, and I would go crazy trying to do that. So that's not happening. I'm already questioning my sanity because I did put all of the Deerling and Sawsbuck forms on there, and I'm like, why did I do that? Why? So we'll see if I actually stick with it, or if I decide that I don't want to do it. Okay, so Torkels are coming back. I don't know why the Torkels are spawning so low. Usually my spawn rates during outbreaks are not this bad. I haven't even gotten to the 60 yet. This is wild. Yeah, Matt coming in there with the math. There's a lot of Spinda combinations, and I do not want to deal with that for sure. Just, no. Meowth. My cat wants pets. No, Meowth, you can't have pets. I'm busy. I'm hunting turtles. You know what, Sarah? If you want to go for Spinda, I will match your shiny Spinda hunting. So if you get all those forms of Spinda, I'll also go for all those forms of Spinda, right? Matt probably made a spreadsheet. Matt's always making spreadsheets. He's really good with spreadsheets. So, no, Matt was able to find a spreadsheet to base his off of. So he used an existing spreadsheet and modified it, which definitely made it easier. He didn't have to go through and type in every Pokemon. But I don't know if the spreadsheet had a spot for Spinda. I'm not actually sure. So Matt, you'll have to answer that one. But I doubt it, because that would be a lot of lines. I don't know if is Spinda even available on the Switch. I don't remember the game. Oh, wait, it is on the Switch. Wait, is it in Scarlet? No, it's not in Scarlet and Violet. Is it? No, I can't remember. No, I don't think it's in Scarlet. I don't remember it being Scarlet and Violet, but yeah, there's not really any good way to hunt Spinda at this point. So I'm gonna be curious to see. Oh, it is in okay, it is in BASP. I admittedly haven't played BDSP in a while. The last time I think I opened it was before Legends Arceus came out, so I definitely have forgotten where things are. Got it. Braylum, you gotta fight it. Thank you, Braylum. Okay. I finally hit the 60. That took way too long. Okay. Okay, this is not a picnicable space, so we're gonna go up here. None of your shiny. Cool. Okay, I got my fire sandwich. Matt made me little recipe cards, so that way I don't have to go look up the sheet every time. Did I save? I don't think I saved. Hold on. Okay. And yeah, Sarah, I've definitely typoed that game before. Okay. What color pick do I want? And it's a Torkoal. It needs a fiery pick. Sparklers. See if I got it the first try. There's so many peppers on this thing. Sweet first try. Excellent. Okay, let's go hunt some Torkoal. Okay. Where's the ramp? Here's the ramp. Yes, this hair is from the DLC. I love it so much. They have so many cute styles that they add in the DLC. I also like the alternate outfit that I got in the DLC, the Team Star outfit, because it just feels very punk. It's very fun. Okay. Yeah, they added a bunch of really cute like outfits. They added a bunch of cute hairstyles. So I do appreciate that they increased the designs. I know a lot of people were upset early on because you can't really change out of your school uniform, and they wanted the customization options that you could get in Sword and Shield. But I actually really like it because you can customize in so many other ways that you don't have to really like focus on the outfit. And now they've even given alternate outfits, so there's some variety you can have. It's really kind of cool seeing everyone's different designs. Oh no, it's raining. All those poor fire Pokemon. I've summoned them into the rain. You are not a fire Pokemon, buddy. Okay. These poor turtles. What happened to their drought? We need your drought ability. And we're looking for a yellow turtle. Checking all the Charcadet's eyes as I run past, just in case. I do need the full line, yeah. So I don't actually know what the Carcoals look like shiny. Hold on a second. Let me go double check what Carcoal looks like shiny, just in case one pops up. So give me 1 second. I don't want my sandwich to run out, so I paused. Carcoal. Oop, let me type it. Carcoal. Okay, that is not very obvious. So its body is gray instead of black. Okay, in small form, it's also gray. Okay, so I just need to look for gray. So at least help me know that. I'll keep that in mind. So I have one Charcadet. I need 2 more in order to get the full line. So I am checking them just to be safe. I hunted them the other day because I had an outbreak. So I was able to get one, but I was not lucky enough to get multiples. So it's on the list of ones I need to get. That's one shiny I'm disappointed with, is the whole Charcadet line. They could have done so much with it. They could have changed the colors up on the Evos. They could have done so much instead of just changing their eye colors. They could have done so much. So much missed potential. Where are they? I agree. They should have swapped the color palette. That would have looked so cool. I've seen some artists that have done that, where they've swapped they did redesigns on their shinies and swapped the color palette up, and it looks so good. Where just switching it so that they are the opposite. Any y'all over here? Nope. Okay. Apparently this is where all the Torkoals were, which, you know. That one's so small! Look at the tiny turtle! It's so tiny! That's so cute. Okay. Come on, turtle. Oh, sleepy turtle. Ooh, favorite fire type shiny. So my gut instinct is to say the obvious and everyone's go-to answer, which is Charizard, because I think it looks really cool with the black. But that's just kind of like the instinctive first answer, just because that's the one that pops into mind. But if I stop and think about it for a minute, there's so many Charcadets. If I stop and think about it for a minute, So I personally really like Fuecoco shiny. I love that it's pink, and that's just really cute to me. So Fuecoco is definitely one of them. Besides, if I think of non-starters, well, even in the starter line, Litten's also a really good shiny. I love when shinies are very obvious and very different, so and not green. So things like Litten, Charizard, where they really stand out. I love shinies like that. So I think that's why they come to mind. Besides them, trying to think through. How about everyone out there in chat, what's your favorite fire type shiny? Yeah, pink shinies are, I love pink shinies. They are so good. And there's not a lot of them, surprisingly. Green's always everyone's go-to. Like, it seems to be every Pokemon's go-to shiny color is just make it green. So I love when they change it up and do something different. And pink's one that you don't see too often in shinies, but they're so pretty. I can only think of a handful, like, off the top of my head. There's so many sleepy turtles. Squinting at the coal. Ooh, Esper is a good... Esper is a pink one. It is really cute. His little face. It's scrunchy. But it doesn't keep it when it evolves, so... it's just sad. Like, I don't mind the color for the Evo, but it's definitely not pink. Esper is one I do need to get still, so it's on the list of ones to hunt. Maybe I'll do a whoops all pink shinies day. Start coordinating and theming my shiny hunts to different colors or different things. That would be fun. Fennekin and Braxton, yeah. Those are good ones as well. Yeah, Fennekin definitely looks really cool and it's shiny, and I like it all the way. And it keeps a pretty good color palette all the way up. Yeah, I definitely gonna start doing some shiny themed some hunts. I think that's a really good idea. See if I can find some Pokemon with the same color. I will have to go through the list. Matt, make the spreadsheet. Make the spreadsheet for color. Okay, Turtle, where are you? None of you are turtles. Yeah, there are so many green to choose from. You are not wrong. Yeah, Meowstic actually was one I almost hunted today when I was trying to decide what outbreaks I wanted to do. I was doing a couple of resets on my outbreaks to find a day that had enough outbreaks with things I needed. Unfortunately, a lot of the days that I kept having were mostly Pokemon I already had, and the ones that were coming up were things like Sawsbuck, which is a nightmare to try to shiny hunt. So I did a couple resets to get new ones. But Meowstic, I almost stayed on a day because it did have Meowstic on it, because it was like, oh, that's a really cool one. But it was one of the only decent shinies I had on that day, and I was like, that's gonna be a rough go. If you want to do a tough one, barely noticeable shiny hunt theme. Yeah, that would also be, I think definitely once I start getting closer to the end, those are definitely going to be more and more of the barely noticeable ones, I think. Because I'm definitely going to try to go for some of the more obvious and fun ones first. But eventually, I will go right off the edge as I try to check my watch. Yeah, there's a lot of barely there shinies, I will say. I have the whole Garchomp line, luckily, so I don't have to do that one. And luckily I don't have to do Slowpoke in this game, because that would be the amount of times I just stop and stare at a Pokemon like, are you, like it's a Slowpoke being like, are you shiny? And then I'll like attack it, and it was not. I'm like, okay, nope. So luckily I already had that one. I had more than enough of that one that I had the whole Evo line, so we were good. But that would definitely be a nightmare to try to hunt in here, because that you just cannot tell. Yeah, a lot of the ones that are barely noticeable I have gotten in Go, which is good. So Gibble is notable. Gibble was a good shiny. Gibble was actually a good one, and then they just ruined the line. But I got my Gibble in Legends Arceus, so I was able to get my shiny there. And then I got my Gabite I got in this game, actually. And then Garchomp, I think I moved. Or Garchomp might have been from here, and Gabite might have been from Go. But yeah, luckily a lot of them, because it's very easy to tell shinies in Go, since it just pops up. And it's very easy to tell shinies in Arceus, which is good, because the sparkles definitely makes it easy, and the sound makes it easy. But I hope Legends ZA combines the ease of overworld shiny hunting from this game and the outbreak mechanic and maybe even like the outbreak sandwich mechanic with the sound. I do miss the sound. Because that would make life so much easier. Yeah, I do agree. It seems like a lot of the ones that have just very minor shade differences are the later Evos, which is sad because you want the the full Evos to be really cool looking. You'd hope. Like if you go all this time with the Pokemon, evolving it and battling with it, and to have the final form be like, oh, that doesn't look much different. It's sad. Oop, I'm trying to see. Okay, 15. Looking at you, Gengar. Yeah, Gengar is another tough one. And it's so sad because the Mega looks so cool. And it's just, I wish that they would retroactively fix some of the shinies that they fixed with their Megas, like Garchomp and Gengar. I really wish that they would retroactively go and fix their shinies. Like, I know people would probably complain, but it's like, just let it be. Let us have some cool shinies for some of our faves. I agree, Matt. We both were saying the same thing. I just wish that they would make the Mega the full-time shiny. Yeah, Metagross looked so cool. It's just that it's so beautiful, and I just wish they would have fixed some of the others. Okay. Come on, Torkoal. If I promise you a nice Trick Room setter, will you show up? I'll pair you with a nice Trick Room setter. I'll find you a shiny Indeedee. How's that? A nice shiny Indeedee? I'll put you right next to each other in the box. in the chat, are you excited to do more competitive battling next season? I am. So this past year, I took a break from both streaming and from competitive battling for personal reasons, but I am really excited for next year to be able to get back into it, both with streaming starting now and with competitive battling. So luckily, they started to release the schedule for the end of this year already, and the dates do work out. So it looks like Matt and I will be going to a couple of different regional events in the end of 2024. So that'll be good, and I'm really excited to see. I'm really curious how the meta is going to do. We don't know what the rule set's going to be coming out of Worlds, at least not that I'm aware of. So I am very curious to see what the rule set is, if they're going to do double restricted, if they're going to stay with single restricted. I'm guessing double restricted because we've already had a couple of years in Scarvi, so it would make the most sense to go into the double restricted format. But I'm going to be curious to see, because the meta has definitely been a lot different than what people have had in the past. I mean, obviously some of the Pokemon that are very consistently strong in the meta, like Incineroar and Tornadus and such, Thundurus, are having strong showings, but there's a lot of other Pokemon that in the past haven't had as strong of a showing that are popping up, and then ones that in the past have had a really strong showing that are finding their drop off in the meta because of other Pokemon that have been introduced. Gotta stay there for a second because I saw it was something blue moving, and it was not. It was a Rookity. Just pop out a shiny Bulbasaur and be like, "Here, dinner. Want some lettuce?" Luckily for the Bulbasaur, I don't think I have any shiny Bulbasaurs in here right now. I think I moved them all over to home, so the Bulbasaur is safe for now. For now. I would never do that to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's one of my favorites. I might take a few leaves, though. I just heard chaos behind me. I don't know. Okay. And the rain started again. Torkoal, use Drought. Torkoal, use Sunny Day, use something. Gotta save the fire types. Hello, Ari. Geo is fast asleep on the chair behind me, and Ari keeps popping in and out of the door just to look at me and then run away. I think it was Ari. It might have been Jessie. Didn't get a good look at whoever it was, just saw Snoot and I assumed it was Ari. But as they ran away, it looked like Jessie, so. It's true. Drought does not override the real world weather, but or the overworld weather, but I can wish. I can wish and hope. You are not fire types. If anything, you're weak to fire types. Why are you here? And again, I could say the same thing for Varoom. They're there because it's raining, yeah. They're trying to take advantage of the poor Torkoal's weakness. Rainstorms. I mean, it does dampen the fire attacks for sure, so I guess it is a little bit safer for those who are weak to fire. Oh, hello. Hi, Ari. Can I help you? Wanna come up? Come on. She just popped up and started tapping my arm. Meanwhile, the cars are flying in the air, and that is the future I was promised. That is the future we were all promised for rooms. Flying for rooms. Alright, you can come up, you know. You don't have to just sit there and stare at me. Oop, well, it's not the shiny I was going for, but that is a shiny. Well, I'm glad I checked the shinies. And nope, there's a shiny. You're not shiny, please go away. No mark, okay, I'll put this in the home box. And you are correct, Matt. It is not boosted, but it is still, I think, in the fire spawns for this area because of its evos. I've definitely noticed that, where things that are solo type is first or second gen, and but getting a dual type in their 3vo, I've definitely noticed have a tendency to show up when you're doing sandwiches, like standard sandwiches, or sandwiches for their type, because of it. So, funny story about my Breloom. So, I got a shiny Shroomish randomly. It was just out and about when I was... I think I was actually... Matt and I were doing a union circle to just run around and be silly in game. Back towards this, like, early on in Scarvi. And I was actually in Matt's game, and we joked that I stole his shiny even though he was nowhere near me, so I didn't steal it. But I got the shiny Shroomish and I was really excited, and so I evolved it, not really thinking about it and not knowing that because I wanted it to be my false swipe spore Pokemon. Great, yeah. You don't look normal. Okay, you are normal, okay. And I evolved it into Breloom. Fun fact, Breloom can't learn Spore. Only Shroomish can learn Spore. So I had my Spore false swipe Pokemon for nothing because it couldn't get Spore. So I was devastated. And so that one currently lives in home. So recently I decided to finally go and actually hunt for a new one so I could have my false swipe Spore Pokemon. and my shiny hunting Pokemon. So I finally got this one because I had a Shroomish outbreak. So I was able to get one. I wasn't able to get a second Shroomish, so I still am short one for my living dex. Though we found out after the fact, so after I did all that work to hunt it and got it and evolved it, that they fixed it, and now Shroomish can learn, or now Breloom can learn Spore through the move reminder, so, or its previous learned moves. So technically I did all that in vain, but you know, it's the principle of the matter. I did all that work originally for the shiny Breloom, couldn't even use it, so you know, now I have another. So, and yeah, so I have a lot of shiny Alcremies. Well, let me finish the sandwich out and then I'll show you. So when they were doing the Milcery outbreaks, they were spawning like crazy, and I did a Milcery outbreak and ended up getting, I think it was 14 shiny Milceries in a couple of hours, or 18. It was a huge number. So I random traded a bunch out to people so that way people could get shinies, and the rest I did one of each candy and one of each type so I could have each of the swirls. So I have 8 shiny, I think it's 8? Maybe 7. I have one of each candy and swirls for the Brelooms. Or not for Breloons, oh my gosh, the Alcremies. We're talking about Breloom. For the Alcremies. So, and all of them have names that match. So, one is currently in home, the rest are still here in Scarlet, but I have a ton. So, Mochi is my little Shamrock Shake. That was very tempting to name it Shamrock Shake. I know someone else who did that, I think. Because it has the little clovers. But it was green, so Mochi seemed fitting. And yeah, it was very annoying. I was so mad that I did all that to get that. I was like, I got the shiny Breloom, or the shiny Shroomish at the Breloom, and then couldn't learn it, and I was devastated. And Matt and I had no idea. Like, it was not something that we even thought about, because typically, if it's a move that can be learned in its pre-evolution, most Pokemon can learn it in its final or secondary forms. So it wasn't even like on the radar that you couldn't learn it after the fact. So yeah, it was very disappointing and very frustrating, but I was like, you know what, while we were on vacation a couple weeks ago, I decided to pull out the game and just start shiny hunting. So I shiny hunted a Shroomish outbreak until I got one, so I was very excited to actually get it. Okay, 4 seconds left on this sandwich. No! Stop it. You're not shiny, go away. Their Gigantamax is so cool. I don't know if I've seen the shiny version of it, but I'm sure it looks really cool. Okay, so my sandwich is up. But before I start my next sandwich, I wanted to show you my Alcremies. So I have Peppermint Patty, or Peppermint Pat, because like Patty was too long. Which is this one with little stars. And then I have Caramel with the little bows. I have Lemon Tart, because it's a lemon swirl. I have Starburst, which is the little blueberries with the swirl. I think the others are all... And then Mochi, obviously. I have... Licorice, which is this one. This was the first one I had. And then I have one in home now. So yeah, I have a bunch, and I still have a bunch of Milceries left that I've been eventually going to shiny trade out, but I've been holding on to them for now. But yeah, so I'm very excited that I was able to get all the different designs. Or different candies, rather. Treats. Sweets? Sweets is the word I'm looking for. Okay. Save and next sandwich. Hello again. Can you at least face the camera? Thank you. Hi. Hello. Ah, wrong button. You made me push the wrong button. Can I have some lucky beans? Yes, I said lucky beans. You looked at me like I said something else. Did I add cucumber? No, okay. I didn't think I had a cucumber. What'd I do? I'll do the sparkler again. I like the sparkler. Nope, you're sitting on my card. It's my horsey card. I think Ari is making it so I almost pressed the, Ari, I cannot see my sandwich. I had to look on the other screen because I can't actually see my screen. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this in your way? You want to sit on this chair? Here. Your chair's open now. You can sit there. Sitting there's fine. Hello, Apollo. Ari is sniffing the microphone. Four, 5, 6, 1. Oh, no, I lost it. We'll see if I have to redo it. Tragedy. Pepper down. Let's see. I take it that Apollo was the one that said that. Yep, hello. Let's see if I got it or if I have to redo that sandwich. Yes, alright, can I have some lucky beans? Okay, lucky headbutt. I'll take a lucky headbutt. Nope. Okay, this is why I save. You should give him some sandwich, it's true. Not with peppers though. Peppers are not good for kitties, right, Ari? She is just perched on the desk right now, just watching. It's because the chair she usually sleeps in all day, Gio is currently asleep in. So when he's in that chair, she wants to, if I stand up from this chair, she would probably immediately go in it because she wants this chair instead. Ooh, as I drop my headphones off. Downside with these headphones is I can't hear the stream information screen, so most of the information I need is coming from the Switch, but things like the notification pop-up for a new subscriber or anything, I can't hear it with these on. So that's why I missed the one earlier. So yeah. Some of the sandwiches do look good. Some of them look absolutely horrific, I will say. Like, I've definitely made some sandwiches in there that I would question my sanity if I tried to make them in real life. Are you shiny or is this just bad lighting? That's just bad lighting. Okay. She is watching the screen entranced. You also want sandwich? Do you think the parasol? Parasol. Okay. I already picked the parasol. Two. So many peppers. Three. Trying to give myself a little bit more space for these peppers. Oh, Ari. No. Like holding your breath times. You're like, oh, is it gonna fall off or not? One more. Oh, that was very close. I got it. Woo! That was very close. I was watching those sandwiches slide towards the edge. I love Arvin's storyline, and I agree. I love that he shares that they share the sandwiches with the Miraidon and Koraidons. And then we have elevator music. Okay, let's fingers crossed I got it this time. Nothing fell, so. Okay, encounter fire, there we go. My mushroom gets plenty of naps. It does have spore. So, I guess it can't be affected by spore because it's a grass type, so never mind, maybe he doesn't get a lot of naps. I concur. I definitely think I love that they give off Toothless vibes for sure, especially Koraidon. I just the face is just every time it's just like sandwich. I'm like this is just Toothless. They have managed to make this the most lovable, snuggleable legendary, and there's some really snuggleable legendaries out there, but I just want to give this one a big hug and be like, you are my friend now. Always with the rain. So while we're looking at the shinies, does anyone have any theories about what the new Pokemon they're could be potentially adding to Pokemon Go? is. I know they're going to be adding something, and they're making something that is previously not shiny huntable, or shiny catchable. Anyone have any theories or ideas? I'm really curious. I do also want to boot their snoots. They have good snoots. Little is subjective, that's fine. I can definitely see Tandem Mouse. I just realized you said that you don't think it'll be Tandem Mouse. Okay, so yeah, I could see Tandem Mouse, but I don't know. I feel like it's too early for Tandem Mouse. I know that we've been releasing some Scarlet Pokemon. I'm not feeling Tandem Mouse time yet, so I definitely think Wishy-Washy makes sense. For sure, especially for the together bit. Since, you know, it's together. It does rain a lot in the desert. It really does. Although technically these aren't the desert, it's technically a quarry. So it's complicated because it's not quite desert. Is that a shiny? No, it's just wet. And yeah, so for, because I see that Lex, you said that you have looked at the page. Yeah, so for Pokemon Go, they announced that they're going to be doing a couple of global challenges over the next few weeks, and each global challenge is going to have a different reward. So one of the rewards for one of the global challenges, or the reward for one of the global challenges, is going to be they're going to be making a new Pokemon that has not previously been available in Go available. Another one of the global challenges, the reward is that they're going to be giving a shiny that was not previously available in the game, making that available. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do for those two, because, you know, it's always interesting to see what Pokemon they add, and I don't think they've had any new, well, I mean, besides, you know, Necrozma, I don't think they've had any new Pokemon in a little bit. Not that I can think of. It's been a few months. I do think Wishy-Washy would be very cool. I think it's a very cool concept for a Pokemon. I'm going to be very curious to see if they're going to let us change the forms, probably with Stardust and Candy, like we do with some other things that have form changes, but I'm not sure, so I'm very curious how they're going to do it. Yeah, the first time they did the swarm thing, I also was like, what the heck, excuse me. I definitely was not expecting the swarm, and that definitely got me in Pokemon Snap, the new Pokemon Snap, when one of the quote-unquote boss levels is a Wishy-Washy. I was not expecting just Wishy-Washy swarms. It was so many, it definitely caught me off guard. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to kind of incorporate that mechanic into Go, because I think it'll be really cool to see. So for our Go players, do you think that they're ever going to add Terraforms and or Gigantamax and Dynamax forms to Pokemon Go? We have Megas, so we haven't gotten all of them yet, but do you think they're going to add some of the other gimmicks in, or just Megas? Mimikyu would be really good too. Mimikyu is a good one. I do hope that they add Mimikyu soon, since it's the right gen. And that would be really cute. But we'll see when they add that one in. The rain is making all the colors all messed up, and I keep thinking I see the shiny and I don't. Well, what Pokemon besides Wishiwashi and Mimikyu have they not released from Alola? I'm trying to think. My brain is not really good with remembering which gen's what. Let's see. We've gotten all the starters. We've gotten Toucanon. We've gotten the Steenie line. Or Bounceweight line, but Steenie line. It's true, we do have the Mimikyu bag, so why not? Maybe for Halloween? Oh, there's the shiny. Not of Torkoal, though. I'm just working through the other ones, apparently. Ooh, and it has a mark. Stop it. Apparently I should have been hunting Carkles. Ooh, Carkol the Thunderstruck. That's a cool one. Right, all these non-fire types with my fire sandwich in a rainstorm. Oh, technically this one is fire, but, which is why they're all spawning, but that's just funny. My home transfer box. I know, I took their friend away. So Magearna is, but Magearna is also, you know, mythical. So I don't know if we're gonna get Magearna anytime soon before we get a research. We're a couple gens off still, I think, from that coming out in a research task. I'm excited for that one though, because that's gonna be really cool. I'm excited to see what they do, which form they do, or if they'll let us either switch between the forms or get both of them. Laughing that I'm hunting Torkoal and non-Torkoals are showing up. Like, I'll take it, but I would appreciate, you know, a Torkoal, the thing I'm hunting, in the outbreak. But yeah, I'll be curious to see if they do release when they release Magearna, which form they'll do. I'm guessing they'll do the standard, not the Pokeball form, just because the Pokeball form, the only way you can get that one is by completing the dex in a home. So I'm guessing they're gonna give the non restricted one or non-rare one. Hey, Gio, it's dinner time. Daddy wants you to know it's dinner time. He's just sitting on the chair and just blinking like one eye after the other, like he's not awake yet. Gio, go have dinner. He's just staring at me like he doesn't believe me. Do you not? Yeah, do you not hear Daddy? Daddy's yelling dinner. Oh, and he's gone. Well, he's behind me now, but he's going. He's going slowly. Gio, go have dinner. I already had dinner. It's your turn. Go have dinner, baby boy. You don't have to wait for me. You don't have to wait for me. It's okay. Oh, okay. He's like putting his paws on my lap. Like, wait, Sassy, aren't you coming to dinner? Ooh, Mudbray. Mudbray is also one we haven't gotten. That would also be an interesting one. Okay, we have gotten a fair amount of, there's a bunch of Alola ones we haven't gotten yet. I know we're been slowly working about that one, but... Okay, so it's good to know there's a bunch of Alola ones that we still are due for. So then, yeah, I don't think they do Tandem Mouse. Like, I know we did kind of bypass a bunch of gens when they slowly started doing, when they did the, Paldean starters and then Paldean Mons. But I know that's just because that's the newest ones. Silvally, yeah. I feel like Silvally is going to be a research similar to how they're doing the Cosmog line. I can't imagine Silvally being a regularly available Mon. Though maybe. Maybe they'll do it in raids similar to Genesect since it has discs. Same kind of similarly, so doing it with the discs. I forgot Delmise existed. For some reason, I always think Delmise is in Galar versus, I don't know why my brain thinks it's Galarian. But no, you are correct. That is Alolan. Turtle, where are you? Turtle. Shall we take bets on if we think that I will get another member of the Carkol line or the Torkoal first? Any thoughts? Any ideas? Any theories? So yeah, Zeraora, I believe, is technically Alola, but it's complicated since it's another one of those complicated ones where they weren't really available to the game generally. It was extra stuff that was done through distributions, so I don't know. Oh, so that was smart, looking at the blank spaces. Yeah, the Torkoal's colors all seem off because of the rain, which doesn't help. Like, they're the wrong color. They need to be like a sickly sort of yellow. If I had known how easy the roly-poly line was to get, I would have probably gone for that. Gosh. Of course, that's when all the Torkoals would show up, right? Yeah, if they do stay in the rain, they all may turn sickly yellow as their fire burns out. So do we think roly-poly or Torkoal? What am I more likely to find? Oh, I gotta stay there for a second. Yeah, you'll be warm and dry out of the rain and in home. You want a nice home? I can give you a nice Pokemon home. You vote car. The cars have seemed to stop spawning, which is good. Though, as I say that, they're probably going to respawn. You can have a nice warm home. Oh, I forgot to save. Whoops. Well, I got the whole line. I just... Level 34. Do you have a mark? Okay, you don't have a mark, so I'm gonna evolve the other one, just so I have one with a mark that you can fully evolve. It is also a car, it's just not the same kind of car. Can't believe I got the full line while trying to get a Torkoal. Well, one less thing to hunt next time. Obviously, I should just change. You know, it has the coal in there. It heard coal, so you know, I could have just, you know, you know, no one saw Torkoal, right? No one saw Torkoal. It was Colossal the whole time, right? It's right there on the screen. I mean, I don't know about you. It's right there on the screen. Okay, let me actually go back to Torkoal. Okay. Can't believe that. Well, maybe if I put Colossal on there, the Torkoal will appear. Yeah, there's definitely no video evidence showing the, look how tiny the turtle is! No video evidence at all. It's all Photoshop. It's all Photoshop, you know? They can't prove a thing. I don't know why I'm bothering to check these since I have the whole line now, but who knows? If they show up, why not? The Torkoal was the friends we made along the way? Hi, Geo. Are you here to bring me Lucky Beans? Come on. Come on up. Lucky Beans? I will consider his nose boop into my arm a lucky bean. So therefore we have been blessed with lucky beans. So maybe the turtle will show up. Oh, hi Geo. You can see him kind of popping up behind, wanna come up? Come up, baby. Come on. Geo, you have been requested. Where'd you go? Geo, come here, baby. Come here. No, come here. Don't run away. Come here. You've been requested. You've been requested. Say hi. Hi. Can I have some lucky beans? No. Okay. No lucky beans? None for me? Okay, bye. He says no lucky beans, only Torkoals, or only Colossals. Sarah says hi. He's right under my feet now. He did give me a lucky butt. I will say, if we don't find the Torkoal by the end of this sandwich, I am going to switch to a different Pokemon, just to switch things up a little bit. And since, you know, we got all the whole roly-poly line, so obviously that's what we wanted to get in the first place, right? Yes, bring forth the sparkling turtle. Come on. Sparkling turtle, I choose you. Everyone focus on the sparkles. The turtle sparkles. Gotta be here somewhere. Right? Right? So for today's list, I have outbreaks for Solosis and Horsey, that I still need 2 of each from the line. Ouch! Hi, Geo. So, yes, thank you. Thank you, Geo. So I will be hunting them, I think, next, because they're right next to each other, so they're not too far away. Solosis, I've already gotten the full form. Well, I evolved it all the way up in my playthrough. Gee, what are you doing? Why are you trying to time my backdrop? Stop that. Okay. He's trying to steal the Pokeballs. He's choosing chaos. Yes. Okay, bye. Did you give me the lucky beans that time? I have a minute left of my sandwich. Did you give me the lucky beans? Checking the shark in its eyes. Horsey is really cute. I got one yesterday during an outbreak, but I was only able to get one and I need the whole line, so it's on the list of ones I need to get. And I do have another outbreak today. So that's on the list, and then I think my sandwich just ran up. Okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and let's head over to... We're gonna take a break from the fire sandwich. Oh, you're fine. So yeah, so I was just I'm using the outbreaks because it's a little bit easier to hunt them, though obviously not, since, you know, I had the entire Torkoal line, or not the entire, I wish I had the Torkoals. I had the entire Carcoal line, but no Torkoals. So the next one was Solosis, which was over here. We're gonna switch it up to Solosis. Do something a little bit different. Change of pace. Move from the desert to the or the quarry to the snow. But to your question on the Totodile line, I caught 2 Totodiles while I was hunting them, so I need 1 more. But they're pretty easy to hunt now, thank goodness. So, it shouldn't be too bad to do them. I just need to, you know, beat up 60 of these. Where are the rest of you? Oh, there you are. Just trying to figure out where the outbreak is here. It's like maybe up here? Yeah, because the shiny odds are so much higher with the outbreaks, it's definitely worth doing them that way and trying to use them, especially since they're very easy now to reset. It used to be you were kind of subject to what was spawned for the day, and if you wanted to change your outbreaks, you would have to like time hop and change the day each time. And while to reset them, it does still take doing a little bit of time adjustments, it's not as bad because you don't have to change it forward a full 24 hours. There's a way to do it where you just kind of scroll through the screen and it resets it, which is really nice. So I may have to fight the Duraludon just to clear it out because it's kind of in my way. And because Outbreaks makes the odds so much higher, it's definitely worth doing it in Outbreaks if you can. It's still very possible to hunt things without Outbreaks. I've gotten most of my starters that I've gotten shiny without Outbreaks. You just have to kind of selectively hunt them where they're more likely to spawn. And the sandwiches definitely help, because you can really get them to spawn in high amounts, typically. But the shiny odds are significantly higher in Outbreaks, so it's definitely worth doing them there if you can get them. So Shiny Solosis doesn't look super different, but it's slightly whiter, and the little curly Q on its forehead is reddish, like a reddish-orange versus like the beige. So it is visible from just looking at it. For a second there I thought that Milcery was shiny, and I was like, are you kidding me? It was not shiny though. Yeah, so there are a couple of Outbreak events coming up, so the Pokemon that are in those events, I'm purposely holding off on hunting until then, because they're increasing the odds, they're increasing the spawns of the events, they're increasing the shiny odds, I believe, and they're also increasing the chance of them having a mark. So I will be doing some of these hunts in the next couple of weeks once those Outbreaks go live. So there's a couple of Pokemon in there I'm looking forward to. I need a couple more Goomies because while I have them in Go, it takes so long to move things out of Go. If I'm able to just do it easily this way, I might as well just take care of it and do it ahead of time. Instead of having to use one of my very limited slots to move things from Go. Yeah, the box arts are still locked, so I don't know when they're going to be released. My guess is they're probably doing something similar to how they did it in Sword and Shield, where they had, where they did it in a distribution for them. So my guess is Milcery's just following me around. My guess is we'll get a distribution for them eventually, but they are still currently shiny locked, as well as all of the DLC legendaries are also still shiny locked. The its final form is really cute. I do have the shiny for it, and it is adorable. I like it more than I thought I was going to. It ended up being one of the main members of my team for my Blueberry Academy playthrough. Okay, I got my kit 60. Make sure none of these are shiny before I go in to make my sandwich. I'm going to fight this guy first, just to get him out of the way, because I'm going to keep coming to run around him. Yeah, I need 2 more Goomies in home. I have them in Go, but like I said, I don't want to transfer them. Like, if I can transfer them from a different game, I prefer that just because it takes so long to transfer things from Go. Oh, you are a fighting type. Yeah, it's fine. And I still need to get, so for Gumi, I need a Sliggoo in home, and then I also need, a Hisuian, Gudra. So because of that, I figured it might be easier to do the event. And I love me some shiny Gumi. Shiny Gumi is one of my favorites, as obvious by my tattoo. But so that's going to be coming up. They're doing a big Tatsugiri event where all 3 forms of Tatsugiri will be spawning in separate outbreaks, which is good because I have multiples of one form of Tatsugiri, and one of the Tatsugiris I have failed every time I've tried to get it. Literally every time I've tried to get one of the, every time I've had one of the shinies show up in one of the forms, I have failed it. It went underwater twice and ran away. Or it went underwater once, it ran away once, and then 2 times it used Memento on me. And of course those were all times where I didn't save it fast enough. So I have a personal beef with Tatsugiri, and we are going to finally hopefully get all the forms. So that is one of the ones I will be getting all the forms since they are so different. But yeah, I have a bone to pick with Tatsugiri. Okay. Solosis is onion. Okay. But yeah, and during the Gumi event, they're also going to have, it's being referred to as the Powerhouse event, so they're also going to have Beldum spawning, and I forgot what the final one that they're doing is. Taunt Gallade, yeah. So I do have a shiny Gallade now. I finally got my shiny Gallade, so I will definitely give it Taunt. I need to get more red bell powers, apparently. Let's use just a star. Yeah, it was very rude. I was devastated, and I was so mad because so the first 2 times I tried to save, and I lost it while I was saving because it went underwater while I was actively saving. So I was just like, okay, the next one I'm not going to save. I'm just going to go for it because obviously I'm taking too long to save. So I thought I was smart, and then I got into battle with it, and then it freaking mementoed me, and I was like, what the heck? This is the most aggressive sushi. Like, why is the sushi trying to kill me? And then itself. So, yeah, the sushi and I had beef, or I guess fish. It's the worst looking sandwich. Oh, I forgot I still have the Colossal in my party. And I just noticed the time, and originally the stream was only supposed to go until 9 o'clock, and I just realized that it is 9 o'clock now. But since I did the sandwich, I'm going to do this sandwich, and then that'll be the end of it. So this is the last sandwich for the evening. So we will be wrapping up in the next half an hour, but hopefully we will. Yes. Give it 1 second. Matt is handing me an order for frozen yogurt because it is our anniversary. So I would like frozen yogurt. I want, obviously mango, right? Orange toppings. I like me a fruity Froyo mango. Pineapple, strawberry, add to bag. Thank you. I'm just noticing that the game screen is flickering. Is anyone else, is the game screen flickering for other people, or is it just for me? Because if it's flickering, it means something's wrong with my cord or my input. It's flickering a lot worse than it was before. Hopefully the flickering stops, because that's annoying. And I may need to get a new USB cord. Okay, it is flickering on the stream. Okay, I apologize. I did not notice that until I was on the pause menu. So hopefully it isn't too distracting, and I will have to get a new USB cord, because my USB cord might be going. You're so cute. Okay, it only happened when I was exiting the game? Okay, so maybe it's just an issue with the menu. That's good to know, though. I will watch out for it flickering in the game. But if it's only happening in the menu, that's not the worst thing. The menu was jealous. I was looking at another menu. It's true. You know, I shouldn't have let my eyes wander. Shame on me. Shame on me. And I don't think, yeah, so I don't think Solosis will like Froyo too much. I think it's too similar of a texture to itself. And does it have a mouth? Do you have a mouth? I don't think you have a mouth. That's so weird that only the menu is flickering, but at least it was only the menu and not the game, because I got really worried there for a second that I'd been harassing and spamming you with a flickering screen, because I can imagine that would be annoying. Not the right color, right? That's... Is that the shiny? That is the shiny. I was just staring at it like, is that the shiny? Is it? Okay. But yeah, like, look at this thing. Hold on. Look at it in comparison. That is not that much different, right? like... Well, buddy, I'm trying to compare you to your friend. Like, one has a pink curly, one has a yellow curly. They are basically identical. Okay, so that's one. Like I said, it's not a very obvious shiny, so I keep feeling like I'm missing the shinies. It's like, is the curly Q yellow? Is it pink? What color is its little curly? Hey, excuse you. I wasn't talking to you. So now that we've moved on to a new type, what is everyone's favorite shiny psychic type? A little bit of a harder one, because I know everyone has their favorite fire, but how about psychic? What are your favorite psychic types? Mew. Mew is a good shiny. Like, that is a quality shiny. I love Mew shiny. It is so pretty. Because it's very difficult to shiny hunt Mew currently. No, where'd you go? I'm moving mine over from home from Go for mine, since we got the one there. But yeah, Mew is so pretty. It's such a just unique shiny because it's so different and it's so pretty. Tapu Lele, also a good shiny, or good a good psychic shiny. Lady Gaga bird. Metagross is a good shiny. Metagross just hands down is one of the best ones for psychic. But no, I do agree that Lady Gaga bird, as you put it, Ispathra, is a surprisingly good shiny. It's one I don't have. I did get a Flittle, but I do not have Ispathra yet. So it is on my list to hunt, and we'll play some Lady Gaga, or at least sing badly, so that way I don't get hit with copyright. Some Lady Gaga on the stream. Let me see your curly Q. You're gonna name your Metagross Lady Gaga? I didn't mean to run into you. Yeah, they did do a good job with the legendaries, the psychic legendaries, I will say. Like, in the mythicals, they have some good shinies in those, and they definitely stand out. Like, there are some Pokemon that just have really sad, like, even legendaries have some just not great shinies. And then there are some really good legendary shinies out there. But we'll talk about legendary shinies when we start doing Dynamax Adventures, because I am going to be doing some major legendary shiny hunting in Dynamax Adventure. So we will have plenty of time to talk about shiny legendaries. And I'm working on my shiny Jirachi in Go, so eventually I will get it. Eventually. It's just slow going. Jirachi is just really cute, it's true. It's just a well-designed Pokemon. Like, sometimes you just get a Pokemon that is just very cute. And Galarian Articuno, yes. That one is also beautiful. That one is my... So, I love all three of the designs on the Galarian birds, but I think Articuno is my favorite. It's just something about the way it hovers. I don't know. The Roadrunner. You gotta love some Roadrunnering. So, I don't know. I like them all. They're all good designs. They did a quality job redesigning them. And luckily, I have all three of those shinies, so I don't have to worry about waiting for those to come out in Go, because those three I already have. Bad shrimp. Yeah, Groudon's a very strange color, but it definitely stands out. I will say it stands out, and they did, I think, in that gen because both the legendaries, I would say all the legendaries in that gen, or that region, I guess technically. Since we got Rayquaza in there too. All the legendaries are really very, very good shinies. Like, Rayquaza's a great shiny, Groudon's a great shiny. What are you doing? Come on. Kyogre's a good shiny. Like, they're all good shinies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dynamax Adventures. I've done some with Matt while we were shiny hunting for him, and I was lucky to get a couple of shinies. On my first try, I got a shiny Evital in there, which was really cool, and I got a shiny Tapu Fini. So I've gotten a couple of shinies through there. Oh, no, come on. But, I will definitely be doing some more shiny hunting, because there's a lot of legendaries I do not have. I also have to finish, because I was working on the Swords of Justice, and I got 2 of them in shinies, because those aren't Dynamax Adventures, but you have to just hard reset. So I got 2 of them, And then I was 1,000 resets into the third, and I was like, nope, I'm done for a little while, because it took like 2,000 resets for one of them. And then I was like, I got like 800 or 900 in, and I was like, I'm tired, and I hit 1,000. I was like, nope, I'm done. So I have one, I still have to get Terrakion. Terrakion's the only one I have left, but once I get Terrakion, so we'll definitely have some Terrakion resets at some point. That one's less exciting because it's just me turning on and off my game a bunch, but we can all chat. Yeah, I do wish it was more gold. Like, I can see it being as like a contrast to the hot pink, because it definitely stands out compared to the hot pink. It's very different, but I do wish it was a little bit more gold. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I was really excited. Like, I couldn't believe, because Matt and I wanted an Evital for I wanted an Evital really badly for VGC back in Scarlet and Violet, or in Sword and Shield, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do some Dynamax adventures and see if I can get one. And Matt and I had been doing all those Dynamax raids for his Pheromosa, and he was like, you know what, let's take a break, and he was like, let's do something for you. And so he was like, I was like, okay, let's do the Evital. I have one that just popped up. It was like random. And it was literally the first Evital raid we did, and I got the shiny, and Matt was so mad, because he was like 1,200 into Pheromosa, and he was like, what the heck? How did you get that? Because he was like, we were expecting it to be similar to Pheromosa, it was just never ending. So I was very excited. Yeah, eventually I'll go through and I'm going to do all the Dynamax Adventure ones, because I haven't gotten any in Go, so I can get all of them that way. I feel like I'm staring at the little Curlicue, and it feels indecent. It's like, show me your little Curlicue. Show me your curl. Show me your curl. Yeah, I have a lot of legendaries I haven't gotten yet. I've gotten a handful through Go. Either ones that I've traded for or ones that I've caught myself. So I have a handful there, but there's still a lot to hunt in Dynamax Adventures. And we still want to get the shiny Zygarde, which is definitely the hardest one to do, because it's very difficult to get to the end of it. But I have one shiny Zygarde. I got one from a research, from a distribution back in Sun and Moon. So I do have one shiny Zygarde already, but because there's multiple forms, I'm going to need to get more than one. So because of that, I will be doing a shiny hunt in both Sword and Shield eventually for it, which, you know, it's going to take forever, but it'll hopefully be worth it in the end. What color are you? You're yellow. The way the light keeps hitting them, I keep thinking it's pink. Ooh, Dream Shiny I haven't gotten yet. It's tough. That I haven't gotten yet. I think Tapu Koko. I love the Tapu's shiny design. I think it's really cool. I think all the Tapus are really good. But I think Tapu Koko is my top one that I want. And right, shiny Zygarde in dog form would be so cute. I have mine currently in its 50% form, but having the 10% would be really good for that, just the forms. Also, I am on the topic of shiny Zygarde in dog form. I'm really excited. It's kind of spoilers for the Pokemon Horizons anime, and it's for spoilers for episodes that haven't aired in the US yet, so if you care about that, I apologize. Close your ears. But I'm way too excited because in the episodes in Japan that haven't come to the US yet, the head of the evil team has a shiny Zygarde in dog form. And I'm like, I love that the head of the evil team has a shiny, because a shiny Rayquaza is very important to the plot for the good guys, and they're all hunting the shiny Rayquaza. So I like that they're having more shiny Pokemon show up in the game, because you never really get to see shinies in the anime, which I like that, because people realistically are probably hunting them in the Pokemon world too. Come on, where's the pink Curlicue? But no, I like that more shinies are starting to show up in the anime, because, you know, us shiny hunters need representation, right? I like seeing the shinies show up in the anime because it makes me feel a little less weird for shiny hunting all these Pokemon sometimes. It's like, no, people shiny hunt in that world too. Also, if you haven't watched the Horizons anime, the first part is on Netflix, and it's really good. Technically the first 2 parts are actually on Netflix at this point. And it's really good. Highly recommend, because they did a really good job with it. I wasn't sure how it was going to be without Ash, but it's actually really good, and I absolutely love it. They've done such a good job. And yeah, I think it's absolutely amazing that they do have shinies, especially with the evil team having a shiny Doggo Zygarde. I was very excited when I saw the screen caps on Twitter, because I was like, wait, that's a shiny pupper. That's a shiny pupper on the evil team. Yeah, I loved the Hisuian Snow minis. Those were so good. And I do love that it was a shiny, because it was just like, that really made it stand out, especially for a story about a Pokemon that's just kind of different and alone. It makes sense that shinies might be a little bit more the odd ones out sometimes. Though Matt and I were looking at a post popped up about like an albino raccoon, and apparently albinism in raccoons is like 1 in 10,000. And Matt just kind of looked at it and went, that's not that far off from the shiny odds of 1 in like 8,600 or wherever a shiny is. He's like, that's not that far off. I wonder if that had anything to do with it, because, you know, kind of gives the same sort of energy, like a shiny being the same sort of occurrence in nature as albinism, or other melanin conditions, like genetic melanin conditions in animals, like squirrels that are all black and stuff. No, stop it. Stop it. And yeah, Zygarde being in the show, I think in general is a cool thing for merch, because Zygarde I don't think got much merch since it's a mythical. So I think it'd be really cool. Zygarde's a mythical, right? I'm not making that up. I'm pretty sure Zygarde's a mythical. I'm maybe losing my mind though. No, I'm pretty sure it's a mythical. And so I definitely think it's, I don't know if you're shiny. No, you're not. Okay. I I definitely think it would be cool to see more Zygarde merch out and about. No, stop attacking. Don't need you to go attacking Pokemon. Raccoons are real-life Pokemon confirmed. Yes, they have shiny odds and everything. See, Matt, this is the reason why I should have raccoons. Totally. Zygarde is a legendary? Is it allowed in restricted format? I didn't think it was allowed in restricted format. I thought that's why it was only allowed in the no restricteds, or the free-for-all format. Huh. See, this shows what I know. I really thought Zygarde was... I guess that makes sense. It's... yeah. Admittedly, it isn't really good in 2 restricted format, yeah. That's valid. I think part of the problem is there's a couple gens in there that I didn't play as they came out because they came out in a time in my life where, like, I was in college, so I wasn't really, or like late high school and college, where I didn't have a game system, the appropriate game system. And so there's a couple of gens in there I didn't play until later in life. X and Y being one of them. I only recently played X and Y. So sometimes I forget Pokemon, like things like that, like the mythicals and stuff and legendaries on those gens because my brain doesn't think about them like instinctively like it does some of the other gens. So that's definitely happens. Come on, let's see if I can get one more shiny before the end of the stream. I have 3 minutes left on this sandwich. Let's see if I can get the second one. Though even so, 4 shinies is good, even if only one of them was the one I was hunting. I agree. I need a raccoon, obviously. I think if everyone spams with raccoons into the chat, it's going to make Matt realize I need a raccoon. That's how that works, right? Right, Matt? I think Matt's gonna say no, but the truth is, I know the truth. The truth is, if everyone says raccoons in the chat, then we will all know that I will be allowed to have a raccoon. Because I think Team Rocket would love to have a pet raccoon. Oh no, stop it. Go away. Almost out of time on my sandwich. I love when they're in little bunches. They're so cute. They just look at you like, what are you doing? Are you a friend? One minute left of the sandwich. Come on, final hole. Those two were osmosing together. Oh no, they're evolving. Just not in the right way. Okay, well, with the Smeargle showing up, I'm assuming that's the sign that the sandwich is up, and it is. So we're going to stop there. Thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me on my return to streaming. My goal is to try to stream more regularly, hopefully once to twice a week. So I'm going to be posting more information and letting you all know. Again, thank you all so much. If you're not already, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.